answer the question. You asked me, why are you so different than the other Europeans? And I'm telling you, because we went to the mountains and got the Europeans and taught them our customs during the time of the Crusades. Exactly. Your foreparents. And by you following those customs, that separated you from the heathen ways. And that brought you closer to the customs of the real Jews. Exactly. And that's why you are a lot different than your other European brothers. Huh?
No matter how hard we try to hide our so-called Jewishness, we can't do it. People know we're like the so-called white Gentiles. They know we're Jewish. Everybody knows we're Jewish, even if we try to hide it.
I'm going to tell you the problem. I'm going to tell you the problem that the Jewish people have right now. The problem the Jewish people have is that when people wake up to who's controlling this earth, it points back to the Rothschild or the Rothschilds. So now they see that all the wars on this earth, there's only one people really benefit: the Zionists and the Rothschilds. And they're all Jewish societies. The Rothschilds are the keynote people behind the banks in this earth. And they were set up in Israel. They're behind all the wars you see today. The Zionists were set up under the Rothschilds to bring forth the Zionist movement and to eventually exterminate the majority of the people. So now, the problem we have here is that when people start waking up, they point to those that are benefiting from the wars. Which, listen, which are the Jews. No, Americans are actually parents of the Zionists. America and Europeans, they are all parents of the Zionists. So when people start waking up, when brothers and sisters start waking up, they point to the Jewish rule because, let me be clear, the only people that have benefited from every war is the state of Israel and the Jewish Zionist movement and Israel as we see today. They're behind every war. That's why, not because of brothers like you who denounce that evil, but the elite of this earth is using God's word and using God's people's name to destroy this earth. Get Revelations 3 and 9. Hold up. Get Revelations 3 and 9. And get me. Read.
Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie.
See, they're lying. They took Judah's name. See, and that's why a lot of Jewish people that sympathize with God's people help the poor. Because they know, they have the history to prove that the Negroes that are suffering here in the ghettos are really from the tribe of Judah. The Negroes here did not start in Africa. They ran into Africa in 70 AD, running from Roman persecution and slavery of the Romans. They stayed in Africa, and the Hamitic people of Africa got mad and conspired with the Arabs and with the Europeans to sell us here to America. Stick with me for a second. Read that again.
Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not.
They say they're Jews, but they're not. They even tell you by their name they're not Jews. Jewish. If something is blue, it's bluish. It's not really blue, it's bluish. What makes them Jewish? They took the customs of our forefathers, which is from the fourth son of Jacob, Judah. They took Judah's customs. Say that again?
My grandmother is spinning in her grave right now.
Why is your grandmother spinning in her grave?
Because she was as Jewish as it could be. She didn't even want to see me with a non-Jewish girl. And hearing me, you know what I'm saying, renounce all that, like I said, she's spinning in her grave.
Well, you would rather follow the truth of the Most High God and get mercy and get forgiveness than follow an evil way. And that's to be honored. That's to be respected. I'm going to show you what you're doing today is according to Bible prophecy. Let's get it. We have Jeremiah 16 and 19. Yeah. You should have love. Listen, no one is saying not to love your own brothers. We're not saying that. What we're saying is somebody's been lying. And at the very end, the Lord is bringing up those same people that have been enslaved in this world to bring out the truth. The same people that they thought would never wake up. Listen to what I'm saying. They thought the drugs was going to get us. They thought the crack was going to get us. They thought that biological warfare was going to destroy God's people. They thought that pitting the woman against the man would destroy the nation, and we're still here. The Lord has put his spirit in the earth to denounce all the evils of this earth, to tear down the lies we've been taught in these churches, these synagogues, and all these satanic religious institutions. Because we're near the end. The Lord has decreed we come out here and shout this to the end. Because our time is almost up here. I know we're at ease. We think America's going to go on forever. But one day you're going to be looking at your radio and your TV, and you're going to see, you're going to hear something that's going to say, this is not a test. And you're going to know that the brother that was speaking on the street was correct.
9/11 was nothing compared to that, huh?
It's coming, brother. It's coming, man. War is coming here. George Bush can't stop it. I don't care how much voting you do, Barack Obama can't stop it. Hillary and Clinton, Bill together can't stop it.
Worse than 9/11?
Because the hands of God is against this country.
Worse than 9/11?
9/11 is going to be a walk in the park compared to what's about to happen here. Brothers and sisters need to wake up. Give me Jeremiah 16 and 19. Read.
O Lord, my strength and my fortress and my refuge, in the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies.
The Gentiles shall come from the end of the earth and say, surely our fathers have inherited lies. That's what happened right before us today. He came before us and said, listen, it's not my fault because I was lied to, and I'm glad he was able to wake up and understand that. It says the Greeks seeketh after wisdom, but Jacob seeketh a sign. Why our people cannot renounce what's evil when they find out? You know why? Because they're so used to following lies. It's so easy to accept what your preacher's telling you. It's so easy to accept what your mother and father told you, opposed to you researching yourself and following the Most High, even if it means going against the people that are over you, standing with God in spirit and in truth. That's so hard for a lot of us to do, because we're being programmed like robots, man. We're being programmed like good slaves. Like good slaves, man. Who's going to stand up for truth? Now, we're about to go into Easter. Easter. All right? When is Easter this year? When is Easter? The 23rd? What is Sunday after next? I'm going to ask anyone, where does Easter come from? And what do Easter have to do with Christ resurrecting from the grave? Where did the word Easter come from? Now I noticed, I was a kid, you couldn't wait till Easter Sunday. The night before Easter Saturday night, got the suit laid out on the bed, got the shoes on the floor next to it. Look at that, man, I'm going to tear him up tomorrow. I'm gonna be sharper than a pen tomorrow. I got the tie to match my shoes. I got the 3-piece suit. You don't care if it rains. You ain't gonna have no coat or nothing on Sunday morning. Most of those Easters, it was raining. You still was out there like, look what I got on. Go straight from church to